Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. How do you define a service in AWS Cloud Map? By specifying attributes such as the service name, namespace, and port. By setting up a VPN connection. By selecting a random DNS name. By enabling multi-factor authentication. In AWS Cloud Map, a service is defined by specifying attributes such as the service name, namespace, and port, which are used for registration and discovery. What is the role of the namespace attribute in AWS Cloud Map service registration? Setting the geolocation of service instances. Configuring the service endpoint protocol. Defining the health check interval. Declaring the service discovery namespace. The namespace attribute in AWS Cloud Map service registration is used for declaring the service discovery namespace, organizing service endpoints under a specific namespace for streamlined management and identification. How does AWS Cloud Map enable service discovery in a multi-region architecture? By encrypting all service data. By using different routing policies for each region. By using the same Cloud Map namespace across regions. By creating separate namespaces for each region. AWS Cloud Map enables service discovery in a multi-region architecture by allowing you to use the same Cloud Map namespace across regions, simplifying service discovery and management. What is a namespace in AWS Cloud Map? A data storage solution. A collection of services. A virtual private network. A security group. In AWS Cloud Map, a namespace is a container for all the services that share the same DNS namespace, allowing for easy management and discovery of related services. What is AWS Cloud Map used for? Data warehousing. Web hosting. Virtual private cloud setup. Service discovery. AWS Cloud Map is a service discovery tool that allows you to easily register, track, and discover microservices. What is the benefit of using AWS Cloud Map for internal DNS resolution in a VPC? It optimizes routing for VPC traffic. It enforces strict billing controls for VPC resources. It automates network configurations for VPC resources. It simplifies service discovery and updates within a VPC. Using AWS Cloud Map for internal DNS resolution in a VPC simplifies service discovery and updates within the VPC, making it easier to manage and connect VPC resources. What type of monitoring does AWS Cloud Map support for service instances? Security audits. Health checks. Cost optimization. Inventory tracking. AWS Cloud Map supports health checks for monitoring the availability and health status of service instances, ensuring reliable and efficient service discovery and connectivity within the infrastructure. How does AWS Cloud Map support multi-region service discovery? By automatically replicating service configurations across regions. By providing built-in failover mechanisms for cross-region traffic. By allowing users to manually update DNS records for each region. By enabling service instances to be registered in multiple regions within the same namespace. AWS Cloud Map supports multi-region service discovery by allowing service instances to be registered in multiple regions within the same namespace, facilitating cross-region service discovery. What is the role of a service instance in AWS Cloud Map? To define the service discovery protocol for a namespace. To handle authentication and access control for services. To route DNS queries to service endpoints. To represent a specific instance of a service within a namespace. A service instance in AWS Cloud Map represents a specific instance of a service within a namespace, allowing for individual service discovery and management. What is the advantage of using AWS Cloud Map for blue-green deployments? It enforces strict version control for services. It automatically scales resources based on deployment phase. It enables seamless switchover for services during deployment updates. It reduces the cost of deploying services to production. AWS Cloud Map simplifies blue-green deployments by enabling seamless switchover for services during deployment updates, ensuring minimal downtime and efficient service updates. Why would you use AWS Cloud Map with Amazon ECS Service Discovery? To increase storage capacity. To enforce network encryption. To simplify service discovery for containerized applications. To monitor user activity. Using AWS Cloud Map with Amazon ECS Service Discovery simplifies the process of service discovery for containerized applications, allowing ECS tasks to easily find and connect to services within the network. What is the key benefit of leveraging AWS Cloud Map for service discovery in a cloud environment? It automatically configures network security groups for services. It provides real-time data analytics for service monitoring. It allows for easy and automated service discovery and updating. It optimizes routing for distributed services. Leveraging AWS Cloud Map allows for easy and automated service discovery and updating in a cloud environment, ensuring that services can be located and connected seamlessly. What is the purpose of the AWS Cloud Map agent? To automatically scale instances based on traffic. To optimize resource usage in the cloud. To provide real-time monitoring of network traffic. To facilitate registration of instances with Cloud Map services. The AWS Cloud Map agent facilitates the registration of instances with Cloud Map services for service discovery and management. How does AWS Cloud Map improve service discovery for microservices architecture? By providing a centralized service registry for applications. By restricting access to sensitive data. By enforcing strict security policies. By increasing network latency. AWS Cloud Map improves service discovery for microservices architecture by providing a centralized service registry for applications, making it easier to manage and discover services within the network. What security feature does AWS Cloud Map provide for service communication? TLS encryption for data transmission. Access control lists for service endpoints. Data masking for sensitive information. Role-based access policies for service instances. AWS Cloud Map provides TLS encryption for data transmission, ensuring secure communication and protection of data between service instances and endpoints within the infrastructure. What is the function of a service in AWS Cloud Map? A single file storage location. An individual container running an application. A logical grouping of instances providing a specific capability. A scalable computing resource. A service in AWS Cloud Map represents a logical grouping of instances that provide a specific capability or functionality, simplifying service management and discovery. What is the key advantage of leveraging AWS Cloud Map in a microservices architecture? Cost-effective provisioning of cloud resources. Strict enforcement of resource limits for individual services. Optimized networking configurations for microservices. Centralized management and dynamic service updates. The key advantage of leveraging AWS Cloud Map in a microservices architecture is centralized management and dynamic service updates, ensuring efficient communication and scalability of individual services. What type of resources can be registered with AWS Cloud Map? AWS Lambda functions. Amazon RDS databases only. Amazon EC2 instances, containers, and microservices. Amazon S3 buckets and objects. AWS Cloud Map allows users to register Amazon EC2 instances, containers, and microservices for service discovery. What is the benefit of using weighted routing policies in AWS Cloud Map? Data encryption. Traffic shifting and load balancing. Security at rest. Cost optimization. Weighted routing policies in AWS Cloud Map allow you to control the distribution of traffic among multiple service instances, enabling traffic shifting and load balancing. What is the key benefit of using AWS Cloud Map for service discovery in a cloud-native application? It enforces strict service limits for network traffic. It routes DNS queries to containerized services. It provides centralized management and dynamic updates for service locations. It automatically scales services based on demand. The key benefit of using AWS Cloud Map for service discovery in a cloud-native application is the centralized management and dynamic updates for service locations, ensuring efficient communication and connectivity between services. How do namespaces help in managing service discovery in AWS Cloud Map? By providing a container for related services. By enforcing stringent security policies. By encrypting all service data. By implementing data compression techniques. Namespaces in AWS Cloud Map act as containers for related services, allowing you to group services together within the same DNS namespace for easier management and discovery. What is the difference between AWS Cloud Map service discovery and Amazon Route 53 DNS records? Cloud Map provides load balancing, while Route 53 focuses on security. Cloud Map supports dynamic updates and uses APIs, while Route 53 uses static DNS records. Cloud Map is a standalone service, while Route 53 is integrated with other AWS services. Cloud Map is only for internal services, while Route 53 is for external services. The main difference is that AWS Cloud Map supports dynamic updates through APIs, allowing for automatic service discovery and registration, while Route 53 uses static DNS records for traditional DNS management. What is the purpose of creating a service instance in AWS Cloud Map? To provision additional compute resources. To establish secure connections between services. To define custom health check settings. To represent a specific service that can be discovered. Creating a service instance in AWS Cloud Map allows you to represent a specific service that can be discovered and accessed by other services within the infrastructure, facilitating seamless service communication and interaction. What is the purpose of tagging resources in AWS Cloud Map? Automating resource deployment. Enabling multi-factor authentication. Organizing and identifying resources. Optimizing storage costs. Tagging resources in AWS Cloud Map allows for organizing and identifying related resources, providing a way to categorize and manage resources more effectively. Why would you use instance weighting in AWS Cloud Map service discovery? To optimize cost management. To improve network security. To control the distribution of traffic among multiple service instances. To increase data storage capacity. Instance weighting in AWS Cloud Map service discovery allows you to control the distribution of traffic among multiple instances of a service, directing more traffic to instances with higher weights. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.